your dad pranked you on April Fools, you three will get hats and t-shirts because I'm a savage.
Well, I've been putting off making this video because this is a video that sucks to make. How do I even begin to go into this? So as you guys know, I uploaded a video called 60 Days in Jail because I was freaked out. I did the Sankey Bridge jump, I got a ticket, and then I got a notice in the mail to appear in court, which freaked me out because it said maximum sentence of 60 days. It's my first offense, so typically it would be expunged, I would just pay a fine and I would walk. But because I'm a very public person, I was freaked out at the thought that they would maybe make an example out of me to keep other people from doing what we do, which in my opinion is just have as much fun as possible, by putting me in jail for 60 days. So that scared the hell out of me. So I made that video explaining the entire situation because that's what I do. When some crazy stuff happens, I fill you guys in on it. I make a rant video, I make an explanation. I just tell the story from my perspective. As always, there was so many comments on that video about how my dad was acting like such a dick. And like, if you've not seen the 60 Days in Jail video, this video will not make sense if you don't watch that. So go watch that, come back here, and we can continue. So I didn't believe my dad at all. Like, not at all. He was like, it was April Fool's Day, and he told me that I was going to go to jail for my bridge jump off the Sankey Bridge, which was my biggest backflip ever. Wasn't a jump, it was a backflip. Stand by it. And I was like, oh yeah, Dad, you're telling me on April Fool's Day that I'm gonna go to jail. You're full of it. Yeah, right. I'm not. For me to believe that my dad was telling the truth about me going to jail on April Fool's Day was just out of the question. So I go over to the house, he gives me the papers, I look up the case number, and it says I have a court date, which was shocking to me, to say the least. There was another piece of paper, apparently, that came with the piece of paper that said I had a court date, and on that second piece of paper that my dad never gave to me, it said there was no need to appear in court if the fine gets paid on time. Which means my dad convinced me that I was going to jail when there was no chance that I was going to jail. And let it play out for about a week. So an entire week goes by that I think that I might possibly be going to jail. I am freaking out because I go to Santa Cruz the 19th, I go to Bangkok, Thailand the 23rd, back to Santa Cruz the 1st, and then back to Florida the 3rd. Court date is on the 4th, Playlist Live is the 5th to the 7th, and then Mexico is 2 weeks after that. So I'm tripping out. I'm completely freaking out. I'm like, damn, if like something does happen, then I won't be able to go to Mexico, or if something does happen, I'm not going to be able to go to Playlist and Mexico, even though I already booked all the Mexico tickets. And it was just very stressful and was weighing on me pretty heavily. And, you know, I made the 60 Days in Jail video where I was like pretty, I don't want to say emotional, but it was very crazy. It was a pretty gnarly thing to consider and to think about. How did I figure out that I wasn't going to jail, you ask? The other day when we were filming a video at the beach house, this happened. I'm just going to let the footage speak for itself and then maybe continue on. So, roll the clip. Dad, how do you feel about us setting the pool on fire again?
What I wanted to do is bring the JoogSquad over here just for a minute, because I need to tell everybody.
I have a camera on. You can turn that one off. Save the battery,
but
please.
I really want you to hear this, so come over here and stand next to him so everyone can see you. All right? I want to make sure this is filmed. Come over here next to me. The original JoogSquad.
Yeah, this is the worst shot I've ever seen.
What about your shot?
It's great.
Right, hold this, Dalton.
Dad, I have one on right now.
I want my own. Because you may never post
That's my camera.
This is very serious. I mean, people called me names and said all these things. I was just trying to be funny. I didn't really want it to be that way, and I'm very upset about it because I love my son. I love the JoogSquad. I've always been there for everybody, and everyone got upset.
Look how fake he is.
I'm not faking. It was a bad thing he did, and I was trying to make a point of it, and it was April Fool's, and I'm a savage because I pranked you, and everybody in the audience got pranked, but 3 people said, your dad pranked you on April Fools. You 3 will get hats and t-shirts because I'm a savage.
Am I like supposed to cue Thug Life music now or something?
Your dad pranked you on April Fools. You 3 will get hats and t-shirts because I'm a savage.
Grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac.
Wait, what's he even talking about?
The ticket. I paid the ticket. I paid the ticket. It was like littering. I paid it. There never was going to be any jail. It was all fake.
Bullshit.
Oh my God! I paid the ticket.
We looked up the case number. We looked up the case number.
You so bad. I have pranked the greatest prankster in the world because I'm the oldest
Dad,
prankster.
explain the
I'm
wait.
savage.
I looked up my kid. I looked up my kid.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! I'll see you tomorrow, boys.
What is he even talking about?
What in the hell just happened, bro?
Man, didn't we look up the case number?
We did look up the case number and it said you had a case.
And said I had to appear in court.
You know your dad's plugged in. You know your dad's plugged in like a...
But dude, we looked up the case number.
But dude, you don't think you maybe called the chief and was like, yeah, go ahead, just nick like that for 1 second?
How?
Get to work, boys.
Wait.
Go to work.
Wait,
Go to work.
explain. How come we looked up the case number and it said I still had a court date?
Because it hadn't cleared yet. The payment takes 3 days. That's how all payments go.
So I don't have to go to court.
No court, no jail, never was going to happen, just like a littering. If you littered on the ground, if you don't pay it, you go to jail. It was all what the letter says, but I pranked you
You're a
and
dick.
everybody on YouTube. Everybody.
Wait, so was the
got
letter
mad.
fake? Was the letter completely fake?
No, if you don't pay a ticket,
It was only a week.
then they send you to court. Doesn't matter whether it's littering or jumping off bridges, because guess what?
You do realize that you're an ass, right?
I'm the greatest guy in the world.
You
and
are
the best
an ass.
prankster in the world. Yeah, baby. Prankster. Didn't you like it? You like
So I guess I have to give this one to my dad.
It's
You are a massive dick, and go f yourself. I hope you fall into the pool while it's on fire.
I will jump into the pool.
You will not.
All right, now. Oh, okay. Okay, so here we are. Here we are.
You guys are biggest because you won't admit you were all fake. All you had to do was read that, and it said you didn't have to go to court. But you never gave me that, so all I went was on the letter they sent me that said you had to go to court. So I never even lied in my prank.
You
But
tell me
here's the
that you
biggest
should be my
problem.
legal advisor, and then you take my, you betrayed my trust, is what really happened here.
In 1979, I was city commissioner of Clearwater and wrote the ordinance. You think I knew what it said? Look it up on the internet.
Savage.
Youngest city commissioner in 1978 in Clearwater. Wrote the ordinance that he broke because I knew he would be my son on YouTube 35 years later jumping off a bridge, and I wanted to get it $197. Just keep the camera rolling, baby. That's 100% truth. I can prove it.
You're
The
like,
ticket that I
he's gone full blown Jim Leahy.
Well, none of you have agreed that you got smoked like a mullet.
Do you feel that? Those are the winds, bro.
This is an ordinance violation, recurring
shivers are
payment
flying
of the listed fine. Okay? This is an ordinance violation requiring payment, not a misdemeanor violation requiring an appearance in court or a criminal violation. This was an ordinance violation. If you'd have read the ticket, which you had in your possession for over a week.
I had.
Why didn't you give me my ticket? It's your fault.
Bro, you're so
Your
lazy. Come
fault.
on.
Hey, what?
Being a prankster, I hate to admit when I got pranked. Yeah, I'm just gonna convince my son that he's going to jail for 60 days and not tell him for a week. Good one, Dad. F***ing hilarious. I'll give it to him. He got me. But, Dad, because I know you're watching, this means war. If you think that that was good, you just wait. What do you guys think? Was that funny, or was that just f***ed up? Please Stop calling my dad a savage. Look at this text conversation from my dad. You guys are blowing his head up. His ego is becoming bigger and bigger because everybody on the internet feels the need to call my dad a savage when he's really just a dick. We're gonna have a poll. If you think Dick is a dick, comment down below, Dick is a dick. If you think Dick is a savage, comment down below, Dick is a savage. And that's how I'm gonna tell whether or not he's a dick or a savage. If there's too many savage comments, his head is gonna keep blowing up. He's gonna go insane. He's gonna think that he's the and he's gonna with all of us. And I'm sure you guys would love to see that. I'm gonna get him back. It's a hard video to shoot. I'm not happy. So yeah, I had to explain the situation. I'm sorry guys, I hate leading you wrong, but I had no idea. I would not have made that 60 days in jail video if I was not scared out of my mind at the fact that I might go to jail for 60 days. Because I looked up the case number too. And it said I had a court date, but apparently, I mean, do I even trust my dad that, like, what if he's trying to prank me again? He's like, yeah, I paid it, and then come the day that I'm supposed to go to court, a warrant goes out for my arrest and I go to jail. Like, I got a lot to figure out, guys. Of course I'm going to let you know what's going on, but I had to make this video because it's been a couple days since he pulled that on me. I just really had to mentally prepare myself to make a video explaining to all of my fans how my dad pranked me by convincing me that I was going to go to jail for 60 days. Leave your thoughts in the comments, guys. As always, 24-hour trampoline challenge in the ocean going down this weekend. I hope. I can't promise anything because something goes wrong every time we try to film that, but I am keeping my fingers crossed. If you guys want to see me annihilate my dad and get revenge, go give this video a big thumbs up. I'm a wizard. I'm going to cast a spell to convince you to like this video. Look at that. You're being forced right now. I'm using the... We can use the Force too. I'm a wizard and a Jedi, if you guys didn't know. Yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts. Don't hate me. I didn't know. My dad gets carried away with this whole YouTube thing and thinks that he's just the bee's knees. Trying not to cuss, but it's hard because he's such a dick. Oh, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with a new video. Off to Santa Cruz in 5 days and then to Thailand. So, send it. Alright guys.
Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people.